One of India's most powerful industrialists is speaking not as a chairman today, not as a billionaire, but as a broken parent. Anil Agarwal, the man behind Vedanta, has lost his son today. And his own words, well, this is the darkest day of his life. That's what he said. Let me tell you what really happened here. You're watching Times XP. It's me, Triti Yatri. Anil Agrawal's son, Agnivesh, he was just 49 years old. He was healthy, he was active, he was full of plans. He was in the United States when a skiing incident changed everything for him. What began as a sport, a moment of leisure, turned into medical emergency. Agnivesh was rushed to Mount Sinai Hospital in New York. 4 days the family waited, they prayed, they hoped. Anil Agrawal himself said that his son was recovering well. Doctors, they were optimistic. The worst it seemed, it was over. The family believed that they were heading home, back to life. And then came the moment no parent can ever be prepared for. Without any warning, Agnivesh suffered a sudden cardiac arrest. And just like that, the life was gone. No long illness, no final goodbye, just silence. Anil Agrawal shared his pain publicly, and the words, they were devastating. He wrote that losing a child is a pain no language can actually capture. That a son is not meant to leave before his father, that the loss, it has shattered his family in ways that they are still struggling to understand. Now, this was not a prepared statement, it was a man breaking down in public. Let me tell you why the story is so important. Who is this Agnivesh? He is not just a son of a billionaire. Anil Agrawal described him as a sportsperson, a magician, a leader basically. Somebody full of energy, somebody with dreams still unfolding. A life that was not done yet, and that is what is making this whole tragedy so heavy. This was not old age, this was not decline. It was a sudden, cruel, and deeply unfair death. Well, it reminds us of something uncomfortable, that no amount of wealth, power, or success can protect a parent from the loss. Across India and beyond, messages of condolences they are pouring in from business leaders, from politicians, from ordinary people. Because grief, real grief, cuts through the status here. Tonight, this story is not about Vedanta, it's not about markets or boardrooms. It is about a father who believed that his son was healing, and then he had to accept the unthinkable. There are moments when headlines must slow down, when voices must soften, and this is one of them.